Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game LawLiet versus Soin, this game taking place here on Concealed Hill. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have LawLiet spawning as the blue Night Elf. Meanwhile, Soin is spawning in the yellow trunks over here on the top right-hand side of the map, opening things up with a Blade Master going up against the Keeper of the Grove. Quickly approaching that 2-minute mark as the game is now well underway. Should be looking at perhaps a quick tech to tier 2 after this peon is done here. I don't see an additional orc burrow, but we do see that voodoo lounge being placed down. Blade Master going to clear out this ogre warrior creep camp, head back to that voodoo lounge, sell that scroll of town portal, pick up some healing salves, and then be on his merry way. Meanwhile, LawLiet coming back down to the south side here, looking to clear out the ogre warrior creep camp, pick up some gloves of haste, and move on his merry way as well. Blade Master picks up a ring of protection +3, wind walking away to dodge a bit of damage and using that healing salve to make his way down to the south. All right, a 1 peon already suffering quite a bit of damage. It's going to get cleaned up pretty quickly as more treants are now joining out on the battle to take down this giant sea turtle. Blade Master going now after the Ogre Magi at this Goblin Merchant shop. He has picked up a Circlet of Nobility, and that was it. I'm not quite sure why he actually aggroed if he was just going to be picking up that Circlet of Nobility, not doing anything else. Meanwhile, down to the south side here, we're going to see that the Blade Master going to find one easy quick kill on a Sea Turtle hatching, taking down a Treant as well, and now going after the Archer. Both sides are exchanging a bit of blows, and beautifully done. Is it me or my right ear enjoyed it more? I don't know what that means. If there's a little bit of audio issues, I should be panned. No gain pan. Yeah, no, the balance should be perfect. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio Wild Striker, as we are now looking at what is this? LawLiet bringing a case of Gouda cheese here, but that's quickly going to get cleaned up by that Blade Master, taking it down, taking down that Wisp after a wind walk strike. Down to the south, though, however, LawLiet using this opportunity, clearing out some more creep camps and allowing the Archer to, split through the trees here to clear out this Murloc Huntsman creep camp. This little small additional walkway could be extremely helpful as the Archer now heads back off to the north. Excuse me. Blade Master, however, going to catch this Keeper of the Grove, trying to do a bit of creeping. There's some more Windwalk strikes, stealing a bit of experience as well. Both sides exchanging blows as the Keeper of the Grove now looks to retreat back, perhaps adding up a little bit more damage. That Treant really has nowhere to go, kind of trapping him in a really awkward position as we're looking at a bit of denial there. There's one deny hit once more as Huntress is now joining in on the battle. There's another deny off of the creep there as the Blade Master is still sitting at level 1 after all this time, racking up a little bit of damage. Who's going to get the experience? I believe the Blade Master didn't quite see the amount of experience gained there, but it was only a level 1 creep. Now, we can see tech to tier 2 already completed. We are going into the Spirit Lodge for Shaman's Bestiary already being placed down as well. Down on the bottom left-hand side of the map, fairly empty inside here. Huntresses are being trained at the Ancient of War, and we need to see some Ancient of Lores as soon as that tech to tier 2 is completed. Blade Master looking to get some easy creeping going on, and both sides' armies are actually, rather small. Where is the Orc army? That is the question, as we see 3 grunts here holding back and perhaps going to be trying to time a big, large push. This may actually throw his opponent a bit off, as LawLiet is now attempting to not tech to tier 2, establish an expansion here at that 5 o'clock position. Shadow Hunter already out. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove. Excuse me, Keeper of the Grove. I'm out here trying to clear out some creep camps that are off on the other side of the map. Huntress is going to quickly clear up that Serpent Ward there as the Keeper of the Grove gets to level 3 from a Serpent Ward. Keeper of the Grove now looking to retreat back. Blade Master sitting at level 2. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 1. Healing salve on that Shadow Hunter as it attempts to fall back once more as well, as we do not see any War Mill upgrade as of yet for those Orc burrows. Back at home, no, not even back at home, in the battlefield, alchemist getting trained up at the tavern. So quick presence quickly made known as the alchemist shows up on the other far side of the battlefield, ready to go shortly after that shadow hunter was finished training. We are getting up a second Ancient of War, not something I was expecting at all. So a second Ancient of War now coming in, even though we are going for Serpent Wards off of that Shadow Hunter, and LawLiet really trying to press this advantage by clearing out the majority of the creep camps. He has a level 3 Keeper of the Grove, a level 1 Alchemist, and is going after some difficult creep camps still after all this time. All right, Alchemist continuing to perhaps make a bit of a play here. Going to try and finish off that Null Assassin. It gets taken down. Alchemist still sitting at level 1 and still perhaps going to try and wander off somewhere else. And so far, though, let's take a look. The Pure of Vitality perhaps should be given to the Keeper of the Grove, while the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 should be given to that Alchemist. Alchemist would, benefit more from the it's still 150 hit points either way. It's just that one gives you a little bit more natural regeneration, but more importantly, auto attack damage, which that alchemist can get, while the Keeper of the Grove doesn't. Don't expect LawLiet to actually keep track of all of those minute details. It is difficult to keep track of everything there, as the Blade Master now trying to go after that Archer. Mirror Image shaking off that extra bit of damage there, and you can see that that mirror image is just taking too much damage, and LawLiet realizing that very quickly and saying, I'm not going to chase after that mirror image at all. Keeper of the Grove down to the south side here. Tree of Life absorbing quite a bit of damage. Those Null Assassins, don't switch their auto attack target, as the Tree of Life never gets poisoned, as it is I guess it's a living unit, but it is a tree that cannot actually get poisoned at all. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully everything sounds good overall, as the Tree of Life is still absorbing quite a bit of damage there. Tome of Intelligence dropped here. Blade Master Illusion going to get finished off. And, what is going to end up happening? Alchemist with Claws of Attack +9 with a bit of that bonus damage should be able to, clean up some of these units nicely. Now, Shamans do have Purge ready and waiting. We are at Adept training and still training up even more Shamans back at home. That additional 100 mana capacity should mean that all of the purges from the shaman are able to hit their targets, those treants, and more importantly, being able to disrupt that Keeper of the Grove's entangle. 50 supply compared to 49 overall, as both sides are starting to try to find other ways to spend their gold rather than spend it on building their army. Meanwhile, in the center portion of the map, Shadowhunter already sitting at level 3, clearing out that, coveted hill location. And by clearing out that coveted hill location, has picked up a decent item in those Warsong battle drums, even though Kodo Beast will shortly be available. Archer getting caught in the back position here. Lightning Shield onto the Blade Master. Lightning Shield going down onto a Grunt as well, trying to rack up more damage. Healing Spray trying to keep the units alive, as Raiders are going to get taken down as well. Treants are joining in on the battlefield here. Serpent Wards coming back across. Archers are trying to find their target onto those Shaman, as we are still looking at a damage still getting racked up. 41 supply compared to 45. LawLiet slightly with the supply lead, but the overall army sizes are about the same. All right, Blade Master going to hunt down one Archer, take it down. Meanwhile, back over here on the major portion of the fight, Huntresses and their faster movement speed able to catch up to those Raiders, as we see a Purge go down onto a Huntress. Great reaction by LawLiet, preventing that low hit point Huntress who was trying to retreat, who then couldn't move, to just auto attack instead, racking up a little bit more damage again and again. There goes one Huntress getting taken down. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove still in that frontline position. Alchemist could be in trouble. Alchemist gets taken down, as the Grunts are getting lost as well. 49 supply compared to 43. Little bit of an endurance battle between these two sides here, as we see level 4 on that Keeper of the Grove, not going after an entangle on that Raider. Gold mine down to the south has been fully entangled for about 30 seconds. Meanwhile, actually over a minute now. Meanwhile, off to the north here, this gold mine getting established up. Economic advantage for no one, as both players are running off of 2 bases. LawLiet, however, currently sitting in low upkeep, so only getting 14 gold a second. But at some point, Soen will be forced to try and go into low upkeep as well. Otherwise, he will be dealing with an uphill climb just due to the sheer size of LawLiet's army. Nearly level 4 on that Shadow Hunter, going to be able to get there. Blade Master nearly at level 3. We're going to see that double level up that is so nice. Thank you for the follow, Plops. As well, there's that double level up there. Level 4 Shadow Hunter, level 3 Blade Master, and also level up for that Goblin Alchemist, who still has the Pure Up of Vitality, even though the Keeper of the Grove has 2 Gauntlets of Ogre Strength plus 3. Please, if LawLiet ever you watch this, swap those. I like item management could make a difference. Anyways, coming back around, a Tree of Life getting repaired here. Serpent Ward gonna get cleaned up. A little bit of poke damage heading back across, but Healing Spray more than enough to overcome that.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right, yep. Coming back around on the other side, Red Drake gonna get in a little. Well, Red Drake gonna start to get poked, but we see a potential creep jack here. How much diving in can you really do? And well, the Fountain of Health is gonna be benefiting the Orc army more with their higher hit points. Grunt's now looking to engage. Lightning Shield now going down. Blade Master, well, surrounded by a sea of archers, are going to get cleaned up. Those archers are going to get cleaned up easily while that Lightning Shield is still circling around him. Units continuing to make their position and move across here. Scroll of Speed trying to chase after those targets as archer after archer seemingly are falling fairly quickly. Huntresses are trying to get into a good position as another archer gets ensnared once more. We see a number of Huntresses just being forced to stick around and fight in this battle because of those ensnares. Huntress of LawLiet gonna get cleaned up once more as the Alchemist is, well, got a Healing Spray once more disrupted by an ensnare. Haven't seen that many uses of Acid Bomb. Alchemist now pushing forward after using that Potion of Mana. Potion of Mana incredibly important to, well, allow your heroes to cast spells, obviously, as we're looking at another shaman getting taken down. All right, units getting cleaned up here. 2 shamans falling. 62 supply compared to 70. A slight supply advantage here. Are we going to see some more lightning shield? Shamans not that much mana as, well, mirror image now coming back across. Alchemists continuing to fight their way through. Archers trying to retreat back. Grunt now with some lightning shield going to rack up some damage onto all of those archers who are just simply trying to retreat and run away. Important thing to note, even oftentimes units that are retreating, they can't actually catch up to get the auto attack off. Healing Spray onto that Shadow Hunter with that Lightning Shield almost finishing him off. Just finishing that thought, unable to finish that thought as the Huntresses are still cleaning up and racking up more damage. 69 supply compared to 60. More Wisp being brought over. We could be looking at more detonations. There's a quick detonation onto that Grunt who was trying to use that Lightning Shield to finish off a handful of archers. All right, Alchemist low on mana now. Blade Master falls at level 3 as the Keeper of the Grove is still sticking around in this fight as the Alchemist, well, probably wishes he had +6 damage. Keeper of the Grove still fighting his way through as there is level 4 now on that Alchemist there. Healing Wave trying to keep things alive as we now see level 5 on that Keeper of the Grove and a level 5 on that Shadow Hunter. Blade Master joining back out here onto the battle, but quickly gets entangled and, well, that was the problem. The Keeper of the Grove, that level up, gave him enough mana for that entangle. And with that entangle right there, everything changes. Alchemist joins back in on the battlefield and says, I too can train up heroes from the tavern, and I believe I can keep mine around for a little while longer. 53 supply compared to 42 here. Archers could get cleaned up there. Shadow Hunter already halfway up to level 6 and after just getting to level 5. So both sides are taking a beating, but still able to rack up a bit of damage again. All right, back and forth. Right. Wow, it's sometimes it feels like you go, coach, get me into the game, and, well, you get back into the game only to get taken out and put on the DL. Well, fairly early on. Blade Master resurrected at the other tavern, not wanting to spend or train up back at home. And with that, the Blade Master is already in play, but does need to be healed. There's a healing salve, no clarity potion, level 5 on that Shadow Hunter, level 3 on that Blade Master. All right. even though this map does have fountains of health, it looks like LawLiet is going to be the one trying to benefit from it more than the Orc player right now, as that fountain of health quickly gets taken down. Boots of Quelt the Lost, that's going to be given to the Goblin Alchemist to give a little bit faster attack speed and, more importantly, armor to go alongside his high hit points. Alchemist now up to nearly 5 armor here, as the Keeper of the Grove was sticking around, taking away some of that precious experience. Meanwhile, down to on the other side of the map, east side representing, well, another fountain of health getting cleared up. Shadowhunter going to clear up that red Drake, as that Blade Master is already at level 4. Robe of Magi for the Shadowhunter, an additional base, additional, agility, primary attribute is agility, additional intelligence, so up to 510 mana already, as we see a Scroll of Talent portal heading back over to the Great Hall. Peons are trying to repair it, but the Huntresses and that glaive bounce damage causing quite a bit of problems. Is it going to end up falling? 1 or 2 more shots needed. Lightning Shield perhaps going to go down onto these units. No Lightning Shield to finish off the units that teleported back, as they are clustered home together. Bunch of low hit point archers now trying to retreat back home. Orc army trying to punish LawLiet, but I don't think it's going to happen. And with that, LawLiet is going to continue to build his lead. Soen definitely in a bit of trouble now. He needs to find a way to force an engagement and win a battle somehow. Otherwise, LawLiet's economic advantage is just going to continue to grow and translate into an army advantage here in just a moment. No mining off to the north. Hero levels are about the same, and it could still come down to, well, strong play by Soen. All right, going after this Rock Golem creep camp here. Blade Master trying to find every bit of experience that he can. Getting to level 5 would be absolutely key. And higher critical strikes, higher damage overall, even though he doesn't have some big auto attacks. All right, Potion of Greater Mana gonna definitely help on that Shadowhunter, as he does have level 3 Healing Wave, and he could get to level 3 Serpent Wards if he levels up one more time. Not out of the possibility. 188 experience needed, and that is it. All right, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 given to the Alchemist, Keeper of the Grove, now holding, a bunch of consumable items instead, and we're going to be going into a fight here. 80 supply compared to 59, and here we are going into this engagement. Blade Master trying to engage here. All right, there's Healing Wave, Scroll of Protection. Blade Master does have, Lightning Shield across himself right now, as the Blade Master is currently surrounded. More, Lightning Shield going down, Healing Wave bouncing across multiple units there, and even hitting onto that illusion for a little bit. Blade Master now using that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability to try and chase after some targets, but great use of Scroll of Healing, keeping these units alive and well for now. Archers with that additional Scroll of Protection, really able to stick around in this fight a bit longer, and the Grunts are just trying to force to dive on into this spot, and that's just not an easy place for him to be in. Healing Waves have been split second late constantly, as it looks as though LawLiet is going to carry out this victory here. Shadowhunter, however, does get to level 6. Level 3 Serpent Wards are going to be able to poke back quite a bit of damage, but LawLiet, knowing this, purposely staying away from all of these Serpent Wards, not staying in place and retreating back in order to get a little bit of distance again. 51 supply compared to 60. Soen actually doing a great job here, trying to close out this overall lead, as the Alchemist now could be in trouble. Alchemist, Lightning Shield, going to go ahead and get ensnared. Alchemist, if he falls, that would be a major loss at a level 5 hero, and it does end up getting taken down. All right, Blade Master at 5.5 there. Keeper of the Grove now also at level 6. He's going to have access to Tranquility, which is a useful ultimate outside of combat as well. Serpent Wards are being placed down. Shadowhunter and those 2 Potions of Mana really making a big difference there, allowing for multiple Serpent Wards to be placed down and Healing Waves to be used. Huntresses trying to clean things up a little bit more. Serpent Wards are continuing to poke as the Raiders are coming in for reinforcements. Soen, and me underestimating how effective those Potions of Mana were going to be, has taken the supply lead overall, but he does now running just a little, running out of gas, without an expansion off to the north, and this base still mining and operable, well, it is 1 base to 0 as we see the gold mine of Soin now run dry. Blade Master healing at the Fountain of Health. This is going to be a last chance effort by the Orc here. Shadow Hunter are going to be picking up a Clarity Potion and dual potions of mana. Perhaps going to drop that Robe of Magi temporarily to try and let that Clarity Potion do more of its work for one final push. This base down to the south here, the major difference as the army sizes are, well, still slightly in favor for Soin, as Soin now forced to do a little bit of long distance mining in order to stay alive. This final battle, how we got here, both sides sitting on 50 supply, well, close to 50 supply army, as we see a couple of detonations going across as well, with trying to find their targets, perhaps trying to detonate onto the Shadow Hunter. There goes a lot of Wisps now making their way over. Mass detonation, healing wave bouncing around there. Serpent Wards not out, just a bit out of position here, trying to finish off more Wisps. The Shaman's completely out of mana now, as the Shadow Hunter should perhaps be using up a Clarity Potion to try and stick around. All right, one Huntress down. Another Huntress could get cleaned up. Dust of Appearance trying to find that Blade Master. Raider going to get taken down there. Another Raider could fall. 39 supply compared to 45. Treants are making their way into the battlefield as the Shamans do not have enough mana to purge them down. All right, Dust of... Well, still doing a little bit of attacking, a little bit of pressuring. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability on that Blade Master. Healing Wave going back across again as there's a little bit more mana again. Clarity Potion perhaps could be used as the Alchemist could end up falling, and LawLiet is in trouble. Healing Spray trying to keep him alive. No ensnares as we see a double level up again. Blade Master now sitting at level 6, and with Blade Storm on the as a possibility, all of these archers in the backfield position have to be aware of that Blade Master's presence even more. Soin sticking around and being able to come back even though he was economically behind, making a beautiful comeback, forcing engagements with the Shadow Hunter and all of that mana, making some great plays there. All right, Huntress going to get taken down here. Keeper of the Grove trying to retreat back around. We're going to see an ensnare. Staff of Teleportation. Is it going to get taken down? A critical strike would be enough, and it does end up falling, and that will be the game. Soin coming out ahead with the higher heroes, being able to clean up and really outlasting and taking the lead away from LawLiet, who had the economic advantage and army size advantage. Great plate, great utility, and even though LawLiet was consistently trying to back away from that Orc army, well, the damage was done. Do note that LawLiet was using mainly archers and huntresses throughout that battle, so that tech to tier 2 seemed only for that Goblin Alchemist and perhaps some upgrades, which was not enough to carry the overall win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.